I have a call on the line. I've been sparring back and forth. I get a lot of material off of this show from Facebook, and people are trying to come at me on Facebook and on my Instagram page and argue. And I have a lot of angry Cavs fans. I'm from Columbus, Ohio. I'm not a Cavs fan, but I have a lot of friends in Cleveland. A lot of people that are part of the ticket, like Rita B, that's from Cleveland. And so before we go to Orlando and Cleveland, I'm going to remind him that there's no way that Michael Jordan would have only scored 15 points in this game today against those young Bucks. He would have gone up for at least 40.
Amen.
Orlando and Cleveland, what's going on, brother?
Amen.
What's going on? What's going on? Good evening from the wonderful land, city of champions here in Cleveland, Ohio.
How are you the city, before you get started, how are you the city of champions? How does winning one championship over the course of 50 years make you the city of champions? Please explain that to me.
Listen here. Don't define us by championships.
Don't define the city of champions by championships. Put that on a commercial, please.
We had 8 NFL championships before they were called Super Bowl.
Oh, mercy. Let's
not forget that.
That was in leather helmet days. That was before face masks.
It don't matter. It doesn't matter. It was still a championship. Does the BCS differ from the college playoff? No, it's still a championship. It's just all in the semantics or in the naming.
Well, Princeton won a lot of championships in college football 80 years ago, so I guess we can count that. But what do you got for me, Orlando? I'm glad that you finally called. What do you got for me?
Yeah, I'm glad I finally got the call. First of all, you are my man, 100 Grand. I've been knowing you well over 20-plus years, even when we used to beat you guys up in basketball back in our church basketball days. But I'm sure that that selective amnesia has definitely gripped you at this time. But I won't bring that up.
I don't remember any of that, but go on.
Exactly. My point is that.
This is NBC Sports Radio, Orlando. Nobody cares about the church basketball league that we played in 25, 30 years ago. Get to your point.
Listen, I just say facts. So first of all, yes, Brad Stevens today showed me that he is the best coach in the NBA. I will admit that. I always thought very highly of Mr. Stevens, and you put him with a talented group of hungry players, and you saw what they have today. Now, with that being said, the playoffs are all about adjustment. The same way that we came off, first of all, very lethargic. The Cavs they have a mentality at times to come across as very entitled, and they kind of feed off of their leaders. And when their leaders aren't coming having certain expectations from them from the jump, it kind of perpetuates its way throughout the entire team. So you saw that today. Now, what is the key thing about them? How would they adjust? And one thing I will give Ty Lue, he does make great adjustments. Now, if you have the best player in the world, it's easy for you to adjust.
He does not make
good
adjustments.
I guarantee you that you will see a different team in Game 2 than you saw in Game 1. And now it will be up to Boston to continue that adjustment. Now, I think the difference between the Indianas and the Torontos and all the other teams in the Eastern Conference, when you have a great coach, he's going to make some additional adjustments too to prepare for the Cavs adjustments. But I think that we're going to be fine. It's just one game. It's just one game. Even the great ones lost a game 1 from time to time. Understanding that, I still think we're going to win a series of 6, and we're going to move on from there. Now,
I got to cut you off, Orlando, because we're up against the break. I will say that you Clevelanders really have trouble seeing the light. You're in trouble here. Now, with LeBron, you can never count LeBron out, but you have some issues here. It looks like these young Boston Celtics are coming of age faster than we anticipated, and I don't know if LeBron can beat them all by himself like he was able to do with DeRozan and Lowry and the coach who was unceremoniously fired this week from Toronto. We'll be back, Lance J Radio Network, after these messages.